What did the farmer say when he walked into his field and all the cows had gone?
I don't know. What did he say?
Where are the cows? Yeah. Get lost on there.
Welcome to Get Lost.
Welcome to Get Lost. Do you regret?
I'm not really sure where to go from there, to be honest.
Do you regret saying that you really get excited for these jokes?
Yeah, that wasn't a joke. That wasn't a joke, bro. That was you just giving me a recount of a farmer's day.
Poor bloke lost all his cows.
Just gave me
Feel for
a slightly boring bit of dialogue.
Where are the cows? I lost the cows. Welcome to episode 49 of our podcast.
49, baby.
We've done 49 of these.
49.
And some people have listened to every single one. Me.
Maybe. I was gonna say, how the fuck do you know that?
I know I have, so at least one person has listened to every single one.
I've listened to like 50% of these motherfuckers.
Just do let us know if you've listened to all of them. We want to know.
We're intrigued. It's quite funny because it got to about episode, must have been about 30, when I started enjoying them. Honestly, like the first few, I just feel like the sound was shit. Something was always a bit off, so I was like, can't watch this whole thing. And then, even though it's my own podcast, but
I love that you're coming back to do this twice a week, every week, and you didn't even enjoy listening to it. But you're like, I'm making this shit, and it's just not good.
Right, like. I don't know, if you told me to make a fucking ratatouille without a recipe, I wouldn't eat it. I'd make it, but I wouldn't eat it. It's the same idea.
Yeah.
So,
but would you even bother making it if you knew you couldn't?
If I knew eventually I could, if it was like a goal of mine to fucking be some sort of ratatouille master, be the creme de la creme of ratatouille.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean.
In line to the throne, but with these, I knew they were going to get good, but I was like, at the start, it was just like, wasn't enjoyable.
But would you release that ratatouille to a restaurant full of people, even though you know it's shit? Or would you wait until you'd perfected it before you release it?
Well, they always say you should release before you feel ready.
Do they?
Yeah, I've heard this, with loads of business stuff. They say a bad start is better than a perfect plan.
Well,
and I fully believe in that fucking philosophy, man.
Well then, that's good job you stuck around for 49 episodes.
Yeah, it got to about episode 30, and I didn't really have much on. I was just driving around, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to play one of my podcasts.
You've only enjoyed 19 of these.
I played it. I was like, shit, this is actually good. I was like, fine. Maybe we're onto something.
Maybe
there's something in this. You know?
There's still time for it to go horribly wrong. Don't worry.
Oh my god. If we just both develop complete brain damage.
Yeah, I'm halfway there.
We could do that.
Definitely halfway there. Merry Christmas. How was your Christmas, Gingell?
It was alright. I've had better, I've had worse.
Yeah.
COVID didn't help.
Yeah, COVID made everything a bit weird.
Yeah, definitely. COVID's like that guy that keeps on bringing up inappropriate things in the wrong situation, you know?
Yeah. COVID's like your rapey uncle. Just, you know,
yeah.
You don't want him there.
And he starts putting his hand a bit too far down your back. And you're like, bro, I get that you're family and I probably should tolerate this, but it's fucking weird.
Yeah. Just trying to feed you more and more alcohol just to get you a bit loose.
Yeah. Slaps your bum as you're going up the stairs.
Yeah, calls you champ. Just completely unwanted.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's
you kind of got to put up with him for the sake of the family, because you know his sister, who's way too attached to him, will freak out if you start saying, I don't know, he's a bit much. He's a bit much.
Bit too much for me, I'm afraid.
Just not my cup of tea. Just not my cup of tea. I think that's what people say when they don't like people, but they don't really want to say it. They're like, not really my cup of tea.
It's like she's not my type.
She's not my type.
Oh, you mean so she's fat? So she's too fat for you? Is that what you mean?
So you just think she has a dreadful personality?
Like, just say it out, right? Yeah. She's ugly as fuck. Is that right? Okay, cool.
Just that my type just doesn't have to happen to be not very nice people.
My type is actually people that I would want to bone. And
that's essentially what they're saying, isn't it? That is essentially what they're saying. Just put it under the guise of not my type.
Do you know what? I'm terrified of someone asking me out that I don't fancy. I always think like, wouldn't it be great if a woman asked a man out? But I'm terrified of it being the wrong sort of woman, because women have to deal with actually rejecting people, and fuck doing that. I'd just say yes to anyone, I think, because I just feel
out
bad.
of niceness. Yeah.
Like, how do you put someone down and say, like, especially face to face, someone comes with their heart on their sleeve and they say, look, I really like you, do you fancy going out? And you're just, how do you say no to that?
Oh, mate.
I'd just go, yeah, sure.
I've kind of had to do something quite similar to that.
Really?
Yeah. I was, back when I was younger, in my younger days.
In my prime.
I don't know if you could call it that. It was something. I was dared to ask this girl out. Didn't actually want to date her.
Right.
And I asked her out, and she said, she was like, oh, I'll think about it. But I could tell she was gassed, and she turned around to all her friends, and they was like laughing and shit, and they were like all gassed. And I had to go over it again and be like, yo, that was a joke.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, that sucked. That sucked. I didn't like. Of course, when you do these things, you don't think, oh, what if she actually gets excited and then I've got to say no? You like, my brain didn't go there.
What if she's got feelings?
Yeah. But back my 12-year-old boy brain was just like, you've been dared to do something here.
Yeah, this is honour the dare.
Follow through. You better follow through.
God.
Yeah.
Poor girl.
I know, it's awful,
Ouch.
isn't it? Absolutely
you
dreadful.
Arsehole. She was probably getting ready to go home and tell her mum, look, mum, I've got a new boyfriend. Mum, look. She's ready to invite you around for dinner and everything, and you just crushed her dreams completely. My
days. Can you imagine if I just hadn't told her that, though, and I just went along with it?
You'd still be married to this day.
Still married. You imagine at the on the honeymoon, I'd be like, by the way,
I was joking.
Yeah, it wasn't. I feel like you've taken this whole thing a bit seriously.
I just wanted a free holiday, and that's what I got.
Cheers for the wedding. I'm glad your dad paid for it, because it wouldn't have happened otherwise. You know?
It was just a free booze up for me, mate.
The boys enjoyed Budapest.
Thanks to your dad for paying for the stag do. It was great.
Yeah. I've got a whole another family over in Luxembourg.
Yeah,
so I hope
my actual wife is waiting for me.
She came as well. That's.
There was a reason I asked Stacey to be a bridesmaid.
She's not actually my second cousin.
She is my wife. My wife.
Prettiest woman in the whole of Luxembourg.
Thank you for inviting her. Oh, God.
Yeah, so there's little insight into being an evil man.
Yeah, I don't know how I sleep at night.
I don't know if I do. I just lie there in cold sweats thinking about this moment again and again.
Do you ever actually genuinely do that? Like, lie there and think about a moment in your life that has happened probably a long time ago, and you just think, God, what did I do that for? Or what did I do in that situation?
I don't do it anymore. I used to do that So much.
Really?
yeah, but like, I don't know. I'm quite good at telling my brain to shut the fuck up when I need to.
Just go to fucking sleep.
Yeah,
it's
bro. It's like,
just go to fucking sleep.
Literally, I'll just be thinking stuff. I'll be like, no one cares.
You don't even care. Just
I don't
go
give a
to bed.
shit. This isn't interesting. Like, stop. It's like in a lecture on psychology for my own brain. I'm just like, shut the fuck up, man. Like,
just fucking go to sleep. You got a long day tomorrow. You don't need this right now.
Yeah, literally. Right. I think that's insanity, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you ever had sleep paralysis?
No, it looks crazy. Have you?
It does. I've never had it. No, but
I've heard of people who have, like people I know who've had it.
Yeah, I always thought like surely that's just a lie. Like surely it's not real.
Do you reckon they've just made that up and they just couldn't be bothered to get out of bed? And they were like, honestly, bro, I just couldn't do it. It was like, yeah, that's
maybe they're
cool, not
genuinely paralyzed. They wake up and they just don't have any fucking movement in their legs at all.
Jesus, can you imagine?
Like, oh fuck. No, but like I heard about sleep paralysis and I always thought it was like a really rare thing, but then people seem to just talk about it like they have it all the time now. I'm like, are you just trying to hop on the trend, or do you have you genuinely had sleep paralysis?
It's a weird trend to hop on, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a strange lie to make up.
It's like
by the way,
people who hop on like ADHD trend, they just tell everyone they've got ADHD because they want to be different.
Yeah. I think the whole fucking generation has ADHD, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's just cell phones for you, though, I think. Like, it completely fucks with your whole reward system. Like, I don't know if you notice this, but like, it's hard to stay focused and shit. And I think a lot of it comes down to like using phones and like, because that dopamine's constantly going all the time, so you're used to getting that dopamine fix without doing much work.
Yeah, I see what you mean. And like, we've all just got our phones on our brain all the time, so you could be doing something really important, but you just think, God, I could just check like Instagram for 5 minutes.
Yeah, and they literally like set up the phone so it fucks with your biology. It's crazy. Like, it just completely takes advantage of you.
But then again,
in a lot of ways, yeah. But anyway,
it's fun.
Yeah, but it does a lot of good shit, innit? So
yeah, I mean, maps.
Mate, maps is legit.
Maps is probably the handiest thing on your fucking phone. That is the one thing that in a life-threatening situation you need the most on your telephone.
Yeah. It's actually amazing. It's actually amazing what they've got. I don't know how people used to do it. I remember having to print off instructions for my like parents.
Yes, on how to get
before we
to
had a sat nav. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. It was
You'd have to phone up your mate and be like, yeah, so this is how to get directly from your house to my house. As soon as you come off the M26, go straight over the roundabout, take the third right.
Yeah. Well, like, me and my friend Izzy used to go on fucking an annual Thorpe Park trip, and her mum would print off the directions to Thorpe Park, and it'd be like 3 pages long. Like, take this left, then this right, then this left. Just back in the day before sat-navs.
And if you didn't follow the path correctly and you were lost, you'd have to fucking wind your window down, so find some randy on the street, like, yo, where the fuck am I?
Yeah, where the fuck's Thorpe Park?
Yo.
Sorry, you're in Scotland? Oh shit, took a few wrong turnings.
Oh, and this.
Thorpe Park's in Staines. I fucked that one up.
Jesus, I had an experience similar to that actually before when I was at uni. I had a really heavy night and I decided to walk home after a night out.
Ooh.
And my phone died and I started walking the wrong way.
Ouch.
But I didn't realise that, and then I was about 2 or 3 hours into the walk and I thought, bloody hell, I've got to be home soon. Someone started to come up and I just went to a random in the street. I was like, where am I?
Oh my god.
She was like, you're in Eastleigh, which is a whole nother town to Southampton. I'd walked to another town by accident.
Oh dear. And how did you get back? Did you have to just turn around and walk the other way?
I just followed the train track. I wasn't on the train track, but I like followed the direction of the train track. So I figured that'd be the fastest route.
Christ. And so did you get back in the same day? Or
Mate, got back for the fucking 9:00 lecture.
oh, fuck,
Huge.
go to a lecture after a night out.
Microeconomics, fell asleep in it, but made it.
But pat on the back for making it.
Yeah.
Well done. Very impressed. Very impressed. So we spoke about it a little while ago. Our Lord of the Rings video that we made.
Yeah.
Gingell and I have been laughing about a little comment that we got on it.
We got someone who wasn't very happy with the video.
A very big Lord of the Rings fan, we think.
I think he was slightly disgruntled.
He did not enjoy what we had to say.
No, he wasn't impressed at all.
And he especially didn't like the joke Gingell made about how one of the characters looked like he had licked a girl out on her period because he had blood all around his mouth.
It was the scene where Boromir dies, and Boromir like pretty much gives his life up to save the boys after fucking up so much. And then Aragorn's got like blood all over his mouth, and I'm just like, yeah, you know what he's done.
This comment says, gave up watching at the comment, looks like he licked a girl on her period during the very emotional scene of Aragorn and Boromir's death. I know you guys are trying to go for edgy, funny commentary, but it all came off as very obnoxious. And there's so much giggling over the scene. Basically, we just made ourselves laugh for fucking 12 hours straight. And this guy was not a fan. This guy did not like that at all.
No, it was not his cup of tea. I like it. I like it when people aren't happy and they articulate it well, though. Like, he's gone into good detail as to why he doesn't like it. It's not just like, yeah, shit video. It's like, this is why it's a shit video.
Yeah, it's like constructive criticism, sort of, but he just comes across as incredibly butthurt.
Yeah, it was just the part. He's like the very emotional Boromir scene.
Yeah,
like, come on, man.
Like,
the Boromir scene's like it's kind of emotional, but he's also like, Boromir is a bit of a dick.
Yeah, no one liked that guy anyway, and you can tell that this kid who commented has definitely got like a Lord of the Rings replica sword hanging on his wall. That's the sort of fan he is. He's a big fan.
Bro. We've just ripped apart his boy. Do you reckon he's got like a Boromir poster up in his bedroom, and we've just
probably has, yeah,
taken the piss out of his death?
Who gives a shit? They're shit films. Anyway.
Now you're starting to upset me, alright?
Yeah.
Enough of that.
What else should we slander that people like?
The Queen. Have you heard about this?
Let's slander the Queen. Wait, no, why? What's going on?
I love you just up for it. You're like, yeah,
fuck down with the monarchy.
The communist revolution has begun.
Why? What's going on with the Queen?
Nigel Farage isn't very happy with this deepfake Queen that Channel 4 made. Basically, Channel 4 made a video, an AI, like you were talking about how Lil Michaela was like a AI. They did one for the Queen.
Right.
And made a completely fake Queen. And she's doing a speech saying, I've been held back from being able to say what I actually want to say and do what I want to do. And in the speech, she just talks about how Harry and Meghan are dickheads, and she gets up and does a TikTok dance.
Sick.
And it's fucking dance. So funny. It's so funny. Like, there's this bit where she's got like her hands on her waist. She does like a close up of the Queen's arse in the dress.
Oh, I might watch that.
Oh, no, Pornhub aren't allowing homemade videos anymore.
True.
So this is exclusive content really by Channel 4. Yeah.
4K only on Pornhub now.
If it's not got Johnny Sims, it won't be passed. But yeah, and Nigel Farage was like, oh, so disrespectful. I can't remember the exact words he used. I'm going to try find it now because it was quite funny. I'm just imagining Nigel Farage watching a video of the Queen doing quite lewd dancing and getting really angry in his seat. It's quite a funny thought.
People just don't have a sense of humour, do they?
Oh, mate. It's because like, I don't know. I feel like this is gonna. I feel like it's upset a lot of people. You need to see this actually. Anyone who's watching also needs to see this because it's weird looking at the Queen do a TikTok dance.
I'm sure it is. I have no doubt in my mind that it is fucking weird watching that.
It is somewhat unsettling on level.
The Queen is unsettling.
Yeah.
She's just an unsettling person.
Like, you don't expect her voice to be so high, but it just is.
Yeah. You expect her to be like a 20 a day fucking smoker voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a... well, I don't know what sort of power she has anymore, but she's still, like, if I met her, I'd just be terrified of her.
Insane.
I feel like she's actually like a silent assassin or something.
Bro, there's like, she was in a video conference where she accidentally logged herself out on Zoom, and she was on the conference with like a member of JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs or something like that, and just like the way that people treat her as if she's like literally God.
Yeah. You were going to say royalty, but she is.
She is royalty. But no, Nigel Farage, what he said was, it was extremely distasteful.
Oh no. And Nigel Farage,
not just distasteful. I like how we got this far into the conversation before you asked. I respect that.
Nigel Farage, he's a politician, right?
Nigel Farage, yeah, he was the leader of the whole UKIP thing.
Okay. Oh, classic.
Yeah.
So Nigel Farage
he was
very...
in charge of UKIP.
Oh, right. So an excellent source of... or just an excellent role model, then.
Yeah. Seems like a good bloke. No, he seems like a bit of a dick, to be fair.
Yes. I'm just looking at photos of him.
As far as I can tell,
right
anyway.
mong.
Nigel Farage, right mong.
Complete mong.
But the video was crazy. It was crazy.
Well, I'm sort of scared to watch it, so we'll... Oh, speaking of things I'm scared to watch, I saw a video of a guy bench pressing the other day, and it was like a really fucking heavyweight bar, and he dropped it on his chest, and it just like crushed his rib cage.
Jesus Christ!
What
That'd
the
fucking
fuck?
scare you, wouldn't it?
Can you imagine? Oh,
Mate, that is like one of my biggest fears at the gym. That like, especially because I'm benching without any squatters or anyone around. It's just me in the room, so.
yeah.
If I bench too much, so it just that's your neck broken, you know?
Yeah, you're just completely dead.
That'd be so long. Walking in your mate and he's just
would.
like accidentally just guillotined himself with a fucking 50 kg bench.
Just completely crushed his rib cage in,
God.
pierced his own lungs. Oh, fuck it. It makes
Stuff of nightmares, that is. Stuff of nightmares.
Stuff of nightmares, 100%. God. You and I sort of had a conversation about this briefly recently about jobs.
Yeah.
I am under the impression or the view that there is not a person alive who genuinely 100% enjoys their job and everything about it.
Do you reckon?
I don't think that is possible.
What about Joe Rogan?
But even Joe Rogan, I'm sure he wakes up some days and goes, fuck recording today. Like, fuck it. I just want to lay in bed. I don't want to sit and talk to anyone. And especially him. He's probably got a shit guest on and he's like, fuck talking to this guy for 3 hours.
You imagine like being Joe Rogan and experienced as much as he has and then having to talk to Post Malone for 3 hours. Like, he's just like, he's used to dealing with scientists every day and now you've got to hear Post Malone talk about fucking ghosts.
Yeah, Joe Rogan wakes up and he's like, fuck, I've got to do mushrooms today. I really don't want to.
That's probably why he did mushrooms. He was like, well, at least I might as well at least take mushrooms if I'm going to talk with Post Malone for 3 hours. You know
I've got to get on the same wavelength as Post Malone. Just give me some fucking shrooms.
It's like when you just go to a party just for the alcohol.
Yeah.
the only thing that's going to make this social gathering bearable is if I get drunk.
And that's genuinely the case sometimes. Some social gatherings are just irredeemable unless you've got fucking a shitload of booze there. Some, just the company is just so bad that you have to get drunk.
Oh, it's so true. Because when it's good enough, you don't, like, drink isn't the focus, it's more of more an assistant. Otherwise, when you're not so keen on the audience, it's like...
just get me out of here.
What the fuck else is there to do?
Just get my mind somewhere else. Give me some fucking drinks. It makes the party way more entertaining as well, because then at least one person will get absolutely fucked off their nut, and it's something to talk about then. But if it's just a party with dull company and no alcohol, you're never. It's not a memorable night, is it?
I don't know. We're getting to the age now where everyone kind of knows their limits a lot more.
Yeah.
It's not like being 18 anymore where no one will have a clue. And the goal is just actually to consume as much as you possibly could.
And there would always be one girl with the fucking head in a sick bowl, and another one rubbing their back. You don't get that much anymore.
Leave her alone!
Yeah, she's had a rough time. Yeah, you don't get that much anymore. And if you do get that, it's because the girl has set out to get that drunk. It's never an accident.
Yeah, recently broken up with her boyfriend. I'm gonna do what I want. I don't need him.
Yeah, exactly.
You see her next, like 10 minutes later, just hair all over the place, stumbling over her heels, like.
One shoe on, one shoe off, pissing behind a fucking Halifax.
I've always liked you, Charlie. I've always liked you.
Yeah. You've always been such a good person to me. I just like you. It's so nice.
We should talk more. More.
That's always it. Add me on Facebook. We should talk more. Send me a message. I can't believe we never actually go. We never speak. I've missed you.
It took me a long time to learn not to make decisions while drunk.
Yeah? What sort of decisions were you making?
Just
you're doing a lot of gambling.
You see, this is why I'm part of the Jewish Methodist Church now.
I just made a fuckload of decisions that wound me up to this point in my life.
I was like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have got married 4 times in one night.
That was a poor move.
This Doberman won't feed itself.
My bad.
But you got to learn somehow. It's quite a funny way of learning lessons, is to completely fuck up your life.
It is, and you do learn. They say you learn from mistakes, and sometimes you do have to make absolutely fucking horrendous mistakes to learn a life lesson. But the problem is, that life lesson that you learn, you can't teach anyone else, and they have to go through the same shit that you did.
I feel like smart people can anticipate it, though. Like, there's some lessons that I'd see, and I'd be like, probably gonna not do what he's done.
Yeah. But then I always feel like still, unless I go through it, I'm not going to learn the same lesson. Because I always think, it's not going to happen to me like the way it happened to them.
I don't know. You've done it like with smoking. Like, you never really took up smoking.
No, I didn't.
And that was, you knew that if you did, that there was going to be like bad consequences.
Yeah, because I've got such an addictive personality that I just get addicted to everything. I think that is. I'm not going to self-diagnose because I'm not a TikTok 15-year-old, but that like autistic people have like obsessions, don't they? They get obsessed with things.
Yeah.
And that's
they got those things that make them feel really comfortable.
Yeah, and that is, I always used to think like, God, maybe I'm autistic, because I do that. I just get so addicted or obsessed with certain shit, whether it be for my entire life or a small period of my life where it completely consumes me.
Yeah,
and it's such a weird way to live. Like I'll be playing a video game or something, or watching a TV show and then just want to be exactly like the main character or my favorite character from that thing. And it's a really weird way to live.
Yeah, that is nuts. I know what you mean though. Like, I almost like take on that energy sometimes.
Yeah.
So like, I remember watching The Wolf of Wall Street in cinemas, and I came out and like, I was like, I just want to be a stockbroker now. And I started like behaving like him for like that a few hours after, and I started like imagining myself as that person. It's like I watch it, I pick up the energy from it, and then I carry that into my own life. It's really odd.
I do it really even odd. With like their clothing style. I do it like I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just dress a bit more like them.
Yeah.
Or hairstyles. So like, this happens every single time I grow my hair a bit long. If I then go and watch like Spider-Man Homecoming, I watch Tom Holland and I'm like, yeah, I need to cut my hair again.
Yeah, literally.
It looks
you
so
always
good
think that bit is like, it's like you see someone else and you're like, that's the way to do it. That is the answer. He's got it.
Exactly, yeah.
And then you get into a different mindset. You're like, oh, wait, hold up. This completely goes against what I said earlier, but this is right.
Yeah. And I do
that as well.
It's
all
so
the time.
weird.
It's
I'll watch Spider-Man and cut my hair, and then I'll go and watch fucking A Star Is Born, and then be like, shit, I shouldn't have cut my hair. I had a hairstyle just like his.
Oh, but it's like I think a lot of it is not being able to judge the downsides of things.
Yes.
Like I've recently come into thinking about this. How when you think about something and what you think is good about it, and an idea kind of takes you over, you should also remember that there is an absolute opposite to that side to that. So like, if you need to consider something could be true, you need to consider the fact it could also not be true.
100%. And the problem is when you're like making decisions about things that have happened in your own life, for example, say something as simple as a hairstyle, you only ever take photos of yourself and capture the moments where your hair looks good in that style. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like bias. It's like a selective bias. So you'll look back on photos of yourself with a hairstyle like that and be like, "God, I need to cut it to that because it looked really good." But then you forget all the shit hair days you had at that time. Yeah.
And this is massive for relationships as well.
Yes, because you'll look back and you only ever capture the good bits.
And you like start thinking about your relationship, like, oh wow, wasn't it so magical? And then you don't remember the crap days.
Yeah, you forget all of the fucking awful arguments and
and the complete disagreements and the complete difference of trajectory of lives and all of that. And it's like, yeah, I know, but look how many good days we had, you know?
Exactly. Look, we went on holiday once, wasn't it great?
It's such a biased way of thinking. It's crazy. It's crazy how that's human nature, isn't it? It's another example about how biology is just against you. It's just, I'm convinced that biology is just out for us. Like,
yeah.
Like the natural way of being seems to always be really self-sabotaging.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I've actually been reading about it, and they were like, human beings are designed to progress the species, and that's it. So, like, you're emotionally designed to be able to create life, and that's what you're wired for. That's what all your thinking, the end goal of your thinking, of your how you feel, and shit like that, and how it all works is based towards procreating.
But what about the people who, like gay people who fancy people who they physically can't procreate with?
Yeah, that's a good point. That is a very good point.
Yeah. Or like just people who genuinely don't want kids.
How the fuck did evolution do that? Because there must have been gay people like in the caveman times.
Yeah, because there wasn't really like gender roles then anyway. Did they know what a man and a woman was? What the difference was? I forget how smart.
Yeah, of course they do.
I don't really know how smart cavemen were or what they knew about.
It was probably like instinctually you'd know because you'd like be attracted to them.
But then would they? Because
how would they have babies otherwise? That's why like we have the attraction so we can procreate. But like you say, it's strange with like gay people because like
yeah, were they gay cavemen? Or has that progressed over time?
There must have been. I don't know.
My mind is fucking ticking. I don't know.
They must have been. There must have been. I swear you get like gay animals.
Yeah, my dog, for example, he's definitely gay. He loves getting humped by a load of fucking boy dogs.
I swear, yeah, the horse we used to have in my old house was... I'm just pretty sure he was gay. So yeah, there must have been gay cavemen, of course.
Yeah. But then, how did that many...
How does that logically make sense?
Yeah, how did it get to the point where at one point in history it was like frowned upon to be gay?
Yeah. Do you reckon just one day, like, the boys were like, I don't know about this one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like... Because if they had gay cavemen, there must have been a point in time throughout evolution where they were like, right, no, we'll stop that and the only right way to do things is the way that makes the babies. And then...
But like from a selfish point of view, surely it's a good thing because, you know, it's less competition. Like they're taking all the dudes are being taken out, freeing up like loads of the women.
That is a well good point.
You know?
Yeah. It's like, going to a house party and like half the guys are gay. It's like, wow, my chances have just been completely doubled with all these women because none of the other blokes are going to try anything.
It's like all the guys that go to pull at gay bars.
Yeah.
That's their whole reason behind it. But the fact that there's no competition really, and loads of girls go to gay bars.
Yeah, but any woman in a gay bar isn't looking for a man, surely.
Yeah, but they're not. But you know, you still find them.
Yeah, I suppose.
You're still attracted to them. They're still there, you know.
Imagine telling your kids, like your future kids, oh, so how did you and mum meet? Well, I thought my chances of meeting someone would be better if I went to a gay bar, so I went there and just hoped for the best.
So me and the fellas went right down to Twinkies.
A couple of the boys took one for the team, and
there's this gay bar in Southampton actually called The Edge.
Ooh.
Honestly, it was the fucking best nights out, mate. We used to take the meditation society there. They had like a whole karaoke night and shit. And honestly, there was such a weird vibe in that place. It was like really sick. It was like everyone was really fucking open, and like there wasn't as much like at the main clubs. There was such a all the blokes look the same, dance the same, act the same. At the gay club, there's none of that. Everyone's just kind of doing their own thing. Everyone's just doing their own thing. They're just being themselves like a lot more. Which is dope.
It's a nice vibe. It's much like that's what clubs should be like, instead of just this fucking. You go in and it's sort of like a military thing where like everyone is very, very square and doing the same thing.
Yeah, wearing the same stuff. It's like, this is a bit weird.
To be fair, around here, fucking all the blokes in clubs are from the military, trying to find a woman to marry within the first week of meeting them and buy a house and fucking have a family.
You'll get that green card, baby.
Yeah.
US is going down. Let's quickly snap up these berry girls.
Mate, yeah, these are Squaddies do like to just move quite quickly with women, don't they?
Yeah, they kind of come out of nowhere as well.
They do. It's like they're all hiding and then all of a sudden
they just take over the town.
Yeah, like someone matches with one of them on Tinder and then it's like the fucking bees. When one comes along, fucking like 10 come after.
Yeah, literally. It's like with gypsies. Like gypsies, if you upset like a gypsy, you gotta watch out, because next thing you know, the entire fucking camp is coming for you.
The boys are coming.
Literally.
Boys are back.
That's what I was told, just never fuck with a gypsy. Not that I was planning on it anyway. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go take down this gypsy over here. And they're like, no. You don't know what's coming.
Don't do it. Don't do it. God.
If they're breeding lads like Mike Tyson, no, not Mike Tyson, like Tyson Fury though. Fucking hell.
Oh, he's a big boy.
Yeah, because he's the Gypsy King, isn't he?
Yeah. I talk about TikTok a lot because I spend most of my time on there, I think. But I saw a guy on TikTok who I just burnt my finger with a flame.
So you react to it. You look genuinely angry for a second there. You just pull the scrunched up face for a split second and went straight back to telling your story.
It's because I've got this lighter next to me because I've got these 2 candles and I fiddle with it and I literally just lit it into the palm of my hand. So now I've got a burn mark that hurt. But no, I thought this guy on TikTok was like, he was a really skinny guy, but he had an incredibly muscly back, and he had like the Dorito shaped back, like fucking Chris Evans.
Yeah.
And he goes, "This is for all my Dorito kings out there. Chest Day has taken the reign for too long. We need to come together and make Back Day the day that the most popular day in the gym." And I was like, "Bro, you look fucking ridiculous."
Was he just not training legs?
He wasn't training it. He had the skinniest arms and the skinniest. Yeah. He had such a skinny neck, which you wouldn't like. And
not
just he had these massive traps on his back. He looked like a fucking flying squirrel. It's ridiculous.
I swear they look like stingrays. These boys.
Yes,
they do. They look like they're gonna kill Steve Irwin.
Yeah, they do. They look like the fucking thing that took Nemo on a school trip. Come on, class. Buddy up. The species. Oh, yeah, he looked fucking ridiculous. And I was like, mate, just fucking do some bicep curls or something.
It's fucking funny. It's interesting, though, because doing back actually does so much for you. And doing traps, but like anything, you need to be balanced.
Yeah, doing your back is so good for your posture.
Oh, it's incredible. It's incredible as well for like your general width improves, which is amazing.
Yeah.
I've noticed like I've had small gains, but like when you feel yourself getting wider, it's like, oh shit, there is more of me now.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like you just know that like you look different in presence.
Yeah, and you just feel so much better.
Yeah.
I've just bought some elastic. You can probably see them behind me. Oh, it's dark in here. I just bought some fucking like resistance bands, and I don't know how well they're gonna work, but because the gyms are closed, I've just fucking I'm clinging on to any form of exercise I can do right now. And yeah, I'll report back on whether or not I get pinged in the face. The problem is they're the ones that like you have to hook on the door and like close the door on them. So that like it's like the door anchor one is the other side of the door, but if someone opens that door while you're fucking doing like a chest press with these elastic bands, it's just gonna ping you straight in the back of the head and it's gonna fucking cane.
How does this work?
So it's a big long resistance band. It's got 2 handles, one either side, and in the middle is like a door anchor which you hook over the door and then close the door on it, so you trap it in the door. And then you can do different exercises with it.
And what to do like bench press, to do like chest, how would you
would have your back to the door, the 2 handles in your fists, and then you'd push it forwards like you would just a chest press, like
just lift yourself up.
No, you're standing up. What? Why are you confused? I don't.
Well, so like your
back's to the door.
Your back's to the door. You're standing up. The resistance bands are coming out over the top of the door and over your head.
Yeah, or like, I suppose.
Oh, and then you're pushing against the resistance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Each band has a different weight, and you can add more bands onto it. And
that's crazy.
Yeah, so hopefully it'll fucking work because I've just got into the gym again. Now
hopefully you don't get stronger than your fucking door hinges.
Yeah, my door just fucking knocks me out. That would be long. That'd be incredibly long.
It would not be short.
Not short at all.
Not short.
No. Oh, God. Right, well, is it time for maybe some music?
That's what I was just thinking, actually.
Right, so sing me a song then.
I'm only gonna break your heart. I'm only gonna break your heart. I'm only gonna break your heart. I'm only gonna break your heart.
And there is the music hour. Let's end it there. Go. See you later. Thanks for listening.
Have a lovely evening, ladies and gents.
Right, so what did you think of... what did I fucking recommend you?
Bandaid 30. Let them know it's Christmas.
Oh, yeah. You had some things to say about it, didn't you?
Yeah, I've... this song is a weird one. Like, it's actually such an obvious classic of a song, and it sounds sick, but I'm the sort of guy who like listens to the lyrics, and it's such a like a light-hearted like tune, and the pitch in which they sing at is very light-hearted, and you think it's all like uplifting and shit.
Yes.
And then about 3 lines in, it just starts with, "There's a world outside your window, and it's full of dread and fear."
Yeah.
That's an actual line from that song, and I never realised this before.
Yeah.
There's a world outside your window, and it's full of dread and fear.
Yep. It's...
As like...
And this
like,
version, the version that I recommended you, they tweaked some of the lyrics because... Usually that song is about feeding the kids in Africa.
Yeah.
But this one was about the Ebola virus in Africa.
Oh, right.
So they've changed some of the lyrics and made it even fucking sadder.
It's really quite a dark song.
It is a dark song, but it's got all these fucking big A-list celebrities just singing their heart out.
It is, yeah. You're like, I wonder if they've been paid to do this shit.
You got fucking Ellie Goulding on there. A song of hope, but there's no hope tonight.
Chris Martin just comes in and goes, "And the bells that are ringing are the chiming of doom."
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you know,
so sad. Did you on that version of the song as well? They had YouTubers on there. They had Zoe Sugg, which is Zoella, and her brother, and Alfie Days. They all sang on there.
Jesus, are they even singers?
No, none of them can sing.
They just auto-tune the fuck out of them.
Yeah, I think they just didn't even put them in. They just put the video of them in, but they didn't even put their vocals in.
Oh, I love it.
Why would you invite those? At least invite a fucking like a musician YouTuber if you want to get the YouTube representation in there.
Yeah, at least one who sings.
Not fucking Zoella.
It's interesting, you know. All this shit. It's just like the whole I think they had problems with the last what'd you call it? It's not Bandaid. What's that fucking aid event they have every year? Something aid.
Live Aid? No, sport.
It's not sport
Comic
aid.
Relief.
It's Comic Relief. That's the one.
Yeah.
And they had problems with that because they were putting this image out of white savior that they had. That was the criticism they were getting a lot of.
Oh, right.
Which was an interesting one. Because, like, a lot of Africa is actually not that bad. And I'm not saying all of Africa's fine. That's not what I'm saying. Very different. But, like, it's not as bad as people think it is. But when people think of Africa, they think of just the whole place is an empty desert of death.
Yeah, like the
slums. And it's not like that at all. It's actually been, like, statistic. All the stats are showing that it's fucking absolutely smashing it. And they're getting way better. Their growth has been ridiculous. And
I remember I was blown away to find out that white people live in Africa because it's never really mentioned. When you're young, you're just taught about the slums of Africa. But I didn't realise that the whole of South Africa is fucking white, or pretty much.
Well,
like...
there's this like split in South Africa where you've got the white people and the black people, and there's like a one wall around it where you've got all the slums and then all the money, and it's crazy. They have like a bird eye point of view of it, and it's literally insane.
It's mad,
like,
isn't it?
The complete contrast. But like when you see like photos of some of the bigger cities in Africa, like Johannesburg and fucking
the
some
others.
other ones, like and they look like proper fucking cities, and you're like, well, this isn't what Bandaid was singing about. Like, no. They said there's a world of dread and fear outside my window, and this isn't it.
Exactly.
But like, I don't know. It's fucking mad.
Yeah, but catchy tune, so can't complain.
It's a fucking sick song.
Yeah, Holy was a good song.
You enjoy it?
Yeah, I'm really big fan of the Biebs voice. You know.
Yeah.
He's got an incredible voice.
It's such a typical pop.
Yeah.
Kind of voice. Like it's like the one. It's like such a recognizable sound.
It is. Yeah. I didn't really enjoy Yummy, that song that he did, but
no, me either. That kind of sucked.
Yeah. Not lyrically genius like some of his others, like Baby 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 Ooh.
Mate, that was such a funny period to be alive. That was.
I know, it's such a tune. I'm not gonna lie, that is actually a fucking bop.
When I was 13,
I had my first love.
I love that reminiscing of Ludacris. It's just brilliant.
That is excellent. Right, so can you imagine being, how old do you reckon Ludacris was in that, like 29?
He was like something like that, and he's got to talk about his 13-year-old.
Yeah, when I was 13, that's when I had my first love. I can't remember anything from when I was 13.
It's so funny because like he's singing this song knowing that it's just going to be played by a bunch of 14-year-olds.
Yeah, I'm proud to be the fucking kids disco tune.
Yeah, can you imagine being like a high status rapper and creating songs for like 14-year-old kids? Like,
it's just embarrassing, isn't it?
It is, it's nuts.
Oh god. Right. So what have we decided on a scene thing off camera because we forgot to say it in the last episode.
Yeah, it's quite a raunchy one this week. Quite a raunchy one. It's smacking your girl's buttocks, but she turns around and it's actually your mum.
Not what you want to do.
No. I'm presuming they got the same kind of hair from the back and about the same height. So
yeah, and same arse.
Jesus. Both got that thick. But yeah. So yeah, that's the mood. And I've gone for Smack That by Akon.
Okay.
Which it doesn't accurately represent what I do in the actual situation, but
you just smack it again and again and again and again. Smack That by Akon and Eminem. Fucking hell.
Eminem's verse is actually hard as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
God, you would smack that all on the floor.
All on the floor, baby.
Smack that, give me some more. Probably not what I'd do in that situation.
No.
I've gone for... It's by Queen.
Oh, don't tell me you've gone Don't Stop Me Now.
Nope, that would be weird as fuck. I've gone for Fat Bottomed Girls.
That's even worse. That's even worse. Oh my goodness.
Here's a clip.
Oh, you're gonna take me home tonight. Oh.
Mate, Queen is so good.
You're gonna take me home tonight. Is that what you'd say? Is it?
Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round.
It's nice to see the fat bums were still in fashion back then.
Yeah. There was a period of time where like women would be really scared that their arse looked big. Do you remember like on TV shows they'd go like, oh, does my bum look big in this? And sound really worried about it. Yeah. But it's a good thing now, isn't it? Everyone wants cake.
Look at that. Well, I think Kim K's kind of been the
she was the turning point.
The revolutionist.
Yes.
The leader
Big up Kim K.
Of the march, yeah.
Okay, what is the scene for next week, mate?
Scene for next week is first day at the gym.
Oh.
You're trying to pump yourself up. Your New Year's resolutions just started. Something we forgot to talk about today, but nonetheless.
Oh yeah. Wait, we got
next episode. We've got next episode.
Yeah, will that be? Oh yeah, that'll be one day from when it comes out. It'll be New Year's Eve.
Perfect.
Fuck yeah, we'll talk about some rezzers. Yeah. That'll be our 50th episode as well.
We could even make one. Special. We could even make one. Yeah, fuck yeah. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. Let's try and do something cool.
Yeah, bro. Something mildly interesting.
Yeah, bit of a difference from what we usually do. Actually make it interesting.
We could actually make this into a form of entertainment.
We could actually make people want to listen. That would be insane.
Can you imagine? No, let's not dream. So
let's not get people's hopes up.
Let's get ahead of ourselves. First day at the gym, you're all pumped up.
Yep.
Yeah, hype music, bro. Hype music only.
We're just gonna ban Eye of the Tiger now, I hope.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
That'd be too obvious. Right.
Easy, baby, too easy.
It's question game time, boy.
Let's get it.
The scene then would be what? The mum one.
Yeah. Clark and I have had a pre-podcast agreement not to turn this into a porno this time.
And this is probably the most difficult one not to turn into a porno.
It's gonna be so difficult.
The setup already is a porno.
Actually is. We've got to try and make this civil. Right, so the scene is one of us is the mum who, I can't believe I've made this a mood, who got their bum slapped, and then the other's the son. This is horrible. Right.
Yep, I'll be the mum.
I'll be the slapper.
I'll be the slappy. Okay. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, is that you, mum?
What the fuck do you think?
I don't know. Fuck! How am I not so early on? It's just
I'm
so
just
hard
gonna go
not to make
into a whole
watch it.
rant about fucking beating you as a child. It's probably a good thing we stopped there.
I said I don't know, and I was like, yeah, that's a question. And then I was like, oh wait, that's actually not a question.
No,
Shit.
it's not. This game is exactly what makes me so impressed with actual good improvisers.
Mate, it's so hard.
difficult.
It's so hard, this game. Unbelievable how difficult it is.
I can't wait until COVID's over so we can get some more guests on and see how they cope with the questions game.
Yeah. You just freeze.
Yep.
Or just say something stupid.
Oh god, right, so
Wrap this bad boy up, you fucking yawny motherfucker.
I'll wrap it up like I wrapped all my Christmas presents. Fucking terribly. Goodbye, everyone.